Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to prove that one can really polish a turd in XCOM, War of the Chosen. Excuse me, Pete, but Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman already proved that you could polish a turd on the Polish a Turd episode of Mythbusters. And if memory serves me correctly, it was like lion dung that was the best possible turd for polishing. Yeah, whatever. Your Mythbusters trivia is fantastic. But just because Heineman and Savage did it first doesn't mean that I can't also be pleased about taking that giant reeking pile of elephant dung that was last mission and turning it into a flawless triumph. They did it, sure, but that doesn't mean, just because someone else has done something before doesn't mean it's not worth doing again. What, nobody else can ever get a sense of accomplishment from climbing Mount Everest because Edmund Hillary did it first? Just because he managed to achieve the mountain climbing equivalent of posting first in the comments section doesn't mean that the accomplishment of anyone else who's managed to walk their ass up the world's largest hill is any less remarkable. I mean, other people have done it faster. Some other people have done it in different ways, like with primitive equipment or lack of oxygen. And just because Edmund Hillary was the first man to do it doesn't mean he's the be-all, end-all. He's not the world's greatest climber. He's just the only mountain climber that anybody's name is remembered because he did it first. Son of a bitch. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the first commenters are the only commenters that matter. Maybe the only thing that does matter is posting first in the comment section. Maybe that really is the be-all, end-all. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you do it first. Be like, I was the first person to kill myself while choking myself while masturbating. I was the first person to accidentally kill myself with autoerotic asphyxiation. Man, that word is hard to say. Congratulations. I mean, does that mean nobody else should ever choke themselves while they jerk it? I mean, you know what? Yeah, probably. You should probably not do that just because of the risks involved. I'm not trying to kink shame anyone. I'm just saying, get a spotter. Anyway, let's put together a team to handle this mission because we've probably drifted far enough afield. No Kim, no Kanye. They're still a little sleepy from last mission. That's fine, but does that leave us without a specialist? Because I know Steve Irwin is son of a bitch. So it's going to be like Atlas King, I guess? Is he all we've got? I would almost rather go on a mission with no specialist than take Atlas King. That doesn't speak well of Atlas King, admittedly, but, truth hurts, Atlas. I'm sorry, buddy. Jane Sporty Spice Austin is not a terrible pick here. Again, our goal is actually this is a supply mission. We just want to go out and steal stuff or kill things. So maybe we can come at this like a little differently. We send our Reaper, I think, without a doubt, because they're fantastic for supply raids. Taylor Swift is ready. I think Sylvester Stallone, we sent you on a covert action. Well, Taylor Swift is still going. Alternatively, we could send Freeman. Hey, Morgan Freeman, here's an odd question. Like, who are you maybe close to forming a bond with? Anybody at all? No, you're an unlikable piece of shit. Everyone hates Morgan. But Pete, I'm supposed to be a Hollywood ambassador, royalty, if you will. How is it that Morgan Freeman has no friend? Honestly, Freeman, I don't know. Nobody likes Morgan Freeman. I guess we'll take Abraham Lincoln and Lindsay Lohan then. I still feel like we gotta take Morgan Freeman because we need him. And then we back it up with Atlas King. Man, this team is a trash fire, though. Like, this team is real bad. It's got Morgan Freeman, and that's it. Nothing else. No other redeeming qualities whatsoever. I mean, it does have Jane Sporty Spice Austin and Ava No Tears Perone. I guess those are a few redeeming qualities, but boy, this team feels real weak. You know what? Taylor Swift, your boy is out for 8 days on a covert action because he desperately needs a promotion. I think we still bring Tay-Tay. We need somebody who got something. Tay-Tay, she got something. You know what I'm talking about, girl. That's right. A face that's completely covered in blood. That's what you got. Just shake it off, Taylor. It's fine. It's like a dog getting out of a swimming pool. You got covered in blood from the slaughtered bodies of your many, many victims. You can just shake it off, girl. Just shake it off. That's what Taylor Swift actually wrote that song about. Little known fact. It wasn't about the many, many sundry breakups that she suffered, etc., etc. It was actually just about how she likes to shake the blood off of her after she is weighted out of her most recent slaughter grounds. Coming out of a slaughterhouse, Taylor Swift, just shake it off. I think Sporty Spice actually already has the correct gun. Beam pistol is fine. Let's ditch this plasma grenade and maybe give you a mimic beacon instead. And then we're going to follow that up with, I think, some dragon rounds, or would we rather go with venom? Nah, dragon is good. Give me that dragon fire. Jane Sporty Spice Austin out there spitting fire like a sweet-ass rapper. Wig splitter. I mean, you're probably pretty well kitted here. So, who's got the katana? Morgan Freeman, you got the katana? Alright, I mean, I guess that means Tay-Tay gets the Arashi then. Tay-Tay? Arashi? She loves it. The back splatter from the super critical Talon rounds, it's her favorite thing ever. She loves it when the blood hits her face. What do we want to have you back this up with? I mean, we could go Mimic Beacon, maybe? Is somebody else carrying our other Mimic Beacon? Where is our other Mimic Beacon? We have two. Sporty Spice has got one. You know, Lincoln and Sporty Spice, that's fine. What do we want to give Taylor Swift, then? We could give her a incendiary bomb. You know what? We could give Tay-Tay. Take this battle scanner, actually. It's not a bad use of your time. Lindsay Lohan finally gets to reclaim her gun, by the way. It's been forever since she's gotten a chance to use her own weapon, and now she's finally getting to haul it back into battle. We'll give her an incendiary bomb. Nothing fancy here, just some blue screen rounds to follow that up. A lot of robots on this mission, Pete? I don't know. I mean, I didn't even pay attention to the thing. Probably not, because show of force, I think, means it's all advent, right? Yeah, it's all advent. So, maybe don't take the blue screen rounds. Yeah, I mean, we could take Talon rounds instead. Those are not dramatically better. Let's do this swap then. Lincoln, you take the Talon rounds. Lindsay Lowe, since we shouldn't be running into robots unless the Shadow Chamber lied to us. We'll have you take the Viper rounds instead. This is the team. Let's go get some supplies. This is the XCOM equivalent of a run to the convenience store. We're just basically going down to the CVS pharmacy to pick up a jug of milk, like a loaf of bread, and some foot powder for our athlete's foot. I'm assuming somebody, has athlete's foot on the team, because, again, we don't have showers on the facility. Talked about that last episode. Like, Lily, could you build us some showers? Everybody's saying we stink. They're calling us pungent strangers. There's some fungal issues going on there. All those bare feet in those same 8 beds. Got people hotboxing it 24/7 in those bunks. You're going to pick up some fungus from somewhere. It's going to happen. Have you looked at Lindsay Lohan's feet? Covered in fungus. It's like a mushroom farm down there.
There's an opportunity here for us to pull some of their technology off the transport.
Okay.
We'll need to secure the area and eliminate any remaining hostiles to make that happen.
So just go kill everybody, Bradford. Why do you got to make the mission objective so convoluted? And you're padding your part, John. Also, pretty sure you're a ghost. You would think a ghost would be. I mean, you've seen beyond the pale. Why do you care about what people think of you at this point, Bradford? You're dead.
Eliminate all hostile forces. It looks like Advent is throwing every grunt they've got at us, Commander. They're flooding the area with troopers.
So what is our goal? Avoid destroying critical supplies, neutralize all enemy targets. So the goal is literally just go kill everyone you can find. See, that's all you gotta do, Bradford. Just be like, go out and murder, Pete. Just like, go kill everyone. We can definitely do that. Killing people is one of the few things we're good at. So we're gonna bring no more tears up here. Got another patrol. It's just 2 Advent officers and 2 Advent officers. I feel like we've got a pretty respectable shot at this. In fact, not only do we have, like, man, I really wish Lincoln had some better cover options here. Honest Abe. Well, that ain't great. I was thinking about maybe having Sporty Spice take a poke, but what we should do before we have Sporty start poking around down there, let's post her up. Rolling. I was thinking we could keep the whole team back out of cover, have Sporty Spice take a crack at him.
Orders confirmed.
You know what? We can maybe still do that. We'll use our scouting ability. So Lindsay Lowe would go into Overwatch. Freeman, is there anywhere you can get cover? So we bring Morgan Freeman to here. Pop him into some OW. Freeman's a phantom, though, so... He also has Reaper. Like, Morgan Freeman might straight up be able to go and just eliminate that pod by himself. Hey, Tay, let's bring you over on the flank. We're just trying to spread out. We spawn in kind of a shit spot. There is not much cover at all for us to take advantage of back here. Excuse me? Elite Trooper? Hello? Who are you? Well, one more warm body to Overwatch, I guess. Here, keep Abraham Lincoln company. Abraham Lincoln loved hot dudes. I mean, according to some historians, Abraham Lincoln loved hot dudes. I'm not one to judge. There's nothing wrong with that. If Abraham Lincoln wanted to bury his log cabin wherever he wanted to bury it, hey, as long as you own the ground, Abe, you build that cabin wherever the hell you please. Am I right? So you guys maybe walk that way. I think we just cracked this open with Sporty Spice here. We're not on a time limit. Sporty, she's got shots, 72%, which admittedly is not fantastic, but we can have our girl, Ava No More Tears Perone, just step forward, keep eyes on these guys. It's maybe a little closer than is reasonable.
My life is in your hands.
Bring our girl forward here, and she's spotting. So we see whereabouts we're going to go on the team. Try and get as close as we can and set up some Overwatch so that when these guys activate, maybe they walk back into it. So Tay-Tay's unobserved right there. Honest, Abe. When these guys get their reaction move, we want you to be able to react accordingly.
Eyes on the prize.
OW for you. Sporty, we'll come back to you in a minute because you're probably going to shoot someone in the head. Lindsay low. Like, Lindsay's going to be a little close, but... Oh, Lindsay can see him from where she's at, though. It really only matters if the pod behind Lindsay can see her, and I don't think they can.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Freeman. We want you close, but not close enough that those guys spot you, and if we get real super aggressive with it, they're definitely going to spot you.
Eyes on the prize.
Oh, right, Elite Trooper. You're a dude. I'm sorry, Elite Trooper. I forgot you were there. You may Overwatch now. Elite Officer, or do we go for the Elite Trooper? I think we go for the Trooper. If we miss, no harm, no foul. If we hit, he's almost dead. Alright, he actually is dead because we just set him on fire.
We're visible here.
These guys are going to activate, come running at us. Maybe eat some Overwatch. Their friends a few steps away remain completely oblivious. Go ahead and kill the man. Elite Trooper, I think, missed.
Barely a hit. The shadows fail us.
You're shitting me, though, with the Ava Perone thing. Well, that man was pre-poisoned, but he did dodge. Hey, Taylor Swift.
Only winged him.
Nah, that's fine. I'll take a shot. I didn't feel like we needed it. Oh, we activated another pod. Perfect. Ah, this is the ideal outcome. This is why we don't do Overwatch ambushes, Pete, because this shit is the shit that always fucking happens, and they never, ever work. Now we have effectively no Overwatch. This guy took cover right next to us. Fan-fucking-tastic. This is why we don't do this. Oh, Ava Perone will fall back to full cover. Elite Trooper takes 1 damage. I think he can move and shoot is going to be the extent of his options. This guy's gonna mark somebody. Yep. Well, Ava Perone's probably gonna get shot here. And by probably, I mean definitely gonna get shot, like probably a couple times. Perone is marked.
This is why we wear armor.
Yeah, that's exactly why we wear armor. Well observed. This guy's also going to hit you, though. Oh, full cover actually did its job for once. Oh, well, now you're dead, though. Yeah, good call. Ava Perone on her way out. Fantastically executed, Pete. You did a great job there, bro. Nice work on the whole ambush idea. That really paid dividends, didn't it? Proud of myself. So Freeman kills this man, springs over here, probably kills this man, then maybe gets this man if we just have him reap. And I think we just had quietly. Go do your thing. Go forth and reap the world. 11 to 12 damage. Again, we do lose damage every subsequent swing. These guys are already really hurt, though, so we don't have we're not really going to be down a whole lot. Blade Master kill. Morgan Freeman. Scrap 1. Now we're implacable. We're also reaping, so we're going to... Not that guy. Over here. Slaughter this Elite Trooper. We're not going to get him. Well, that was, like, woefully unimpressive, though, huh? All right. Taylor Swift, why don't you bring your Arashi up here and turn this man into pork cutlets? Yeah, you saw me, burning guy. Good work. Taylor Swift also did not get a kill. These Advent guys are starting to get a little bit too healthy. If you catch my drift. All right, Sporty Spice, you got fuck all going for you, huh? Well, this has gotten interesting. Ava Perone isn't concealed. She is really hurt, though. I suppose we can bring her over here and have her kill this man. Pete, you just left Ava Perone flank. Yeah, we'll get her, don't worry. The one mission I don't, of course, bring a specialist is the mission the Overwatch ambush completely fucking fails us. Which is why on Legend, it just sort of feels like the Overwatch ambush is a terrible idea. It's never, ever gonna work. It's after you get to a certain point, Overwatch ambush just becomes completely ineffective. Abe will have a flank shot from here if we run and gun. I mean, sure, let's just blow all of our cooldowns. We probably won't need any more, right? What are the odds?
You want some more?
I think he's had enough, Abe. I really do. Advanced autoloader, advanced expanded magazine.
What am I doing with this?
What are you doing? You know, that was actually the commander injecting himself into the scenario. He's like, what am I doing with this? And by this, he means, what am I doing with my life? What have I wrought? What have I become? What the hell am I doing with myself? Please get a kill, Lo. Good. Lindsay Lohan can't miss. You'd think the cigarette smoke whacking up into her eyes might be problematic in the aim department, but it turns out, yeah, Lindsay Lohan, she doesn't care. She's fine. She's used to it. Countless cigarettes have blown smoke into those eyes. Wow, we had a perfect turn there, with the exception of Ava Perone getting the holy living shit shot out of her. Fortunately, we do have a backup Reaper, so it's less of a problem than it used to be. Ava Perone, why don't you go find us some more bad guys? No dice for Perone, huh? No more bad guys to be found? Well, the team's a little scattered out. Let's take steps to fix that. Sporty Spice.
Got it. Moving.
We're not really going to go for cover on this turn.
Go, go, go.
Morgan Freeman, I think we'll just bring you up here, drop you into some Overwatch. If Morgan Freeman had spawned a pod there, I was actually going to be livid.
I can handle that.
Ava Perone is right there. Anything that was potential to be spotted, Ava Perone should have already spotted it. Elite Trooper, we don't really care where you go. I mean, I don't really care if you live or die either. That's the other thing. You're 100% expendable. Nothing. Alright. Sporty. The one disadvantage to having Sporty Spice toting our Mimic Beacon is she is going to tend to be very, very far away from all of the action. So that means our Mimic Beacon is likewise typically going to be very, very far away from all of the action. So there are just no more enemies anywhere on the map, huh? They've given up and gone home. They're like, well, I mean, you guys good? You guys good? Because if you're good, I'm good. How do we get in this tower? Where's the door? It's on the back side and we can't reach it. Alright, honest Abe. Just stepped around this corner a little bit. You're welcome. It's fine. Overwatch. We don't have to go too terribly far, Sporty. We just want to get you in the tower.
Ready to rock.
Now seems like a good turn to reload and whatnot. Let's get that shit out of the way. But Pete, you're basically just wasting your own time. Yeah. We got time. Nothing but time. We're waiting for our girl Ava Perone to find us some more bad guys. Even Elite Trooper's gonna reload. You see, even Advent's doing it. These guys are real far away.
You cannot run.
Well, I mean, he's an elite priest, so he can't run, but... And they've got some friends over here. Alright. Oh, we know where the enemies are at now. Also, we have them marked effectively forever. Hey, Sporty, can you get into this tower? We need you to have the height advantage. Get you up here.
Will do.
Sporty's in position and ready to shoot down. So where are these guys? We want them to walk into a fusillade of gunfire. That's what we want.
Moving to
Overwatch. We don't. The problem here is we don't have a super abundance of like long-range firepower. In that we have effectively no long-range firepower. Ava Perone, I'm going to bring you over here. I'd like to have just maybe a little better vision on these guys and make sure they are in fact alone. I'm going to have you reload. Tay-Tay. Overwatch here. Elite Trooper, you shockingly may be one of our better Overwatchers. We're going to bring you up here. I wish it had been you that got shot instead of Ava Perone, but the enemy always knows exactly where you are, so they know exactly where to stomp on your heart. Morgan, Freeman, Abraham Lincoln won't have any kind of Overwatch. Let's just put you here in cover. Freeman, I think we'll bring you up here, drop you into Overwatch. Keep walking this way. Come on and walk this way. And take a rocket to the face. I told you to rocket face. No, Morgan Freeman, no. You should have stayed down, bro. You should have stayed down. We could have rocket faced. Well, Elite Trooper. Fantastic shot. Lindsay Lohan. Ruin this priest. We hates priests. We hates them the way that Gollum hates filthy hob. Nope. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Oh, sure didn't. 3 damage from Taylor Swift because her gun does damage on a miss.
Not even close. You will never hide from me.
We've got a chance to take this thing down.
Oh,
once and for all,
hey, it's the
Commander.
Viper King.
Let's get it done.
Well, I mean, we can't really see it, Bradford. It's not active yet. We just... Ava Perone got eyes on it and spotted it. So, Sporty Spice. I guess that explains why we've got such, like, limited resources here. It's because of the Viper King. Which is, you know, all things considered, totally fine. Hey, Ava Perone, though, we really, really, really want to get you, like, out of Dodge. But we would like you in a position where potentially you could contribute something next up. Maybe next mission. So we bring you around here, perhaps.
Moving as ordered.
And you can kill a man. That will cost us nothing. Can't miss, guaranteed kill. You remain stealthily concealed. I'm comfortable with this. See you in hell. That's a kill for Ava Perone, and she remains quietly concealed so that the Viper King can't shit all over her. Tay-Tay, we could have you run up. If we go this way, though, we're definitely gonna pull the Viper King in because he's right there. We need to get that guy without pulling in a bunch of extra shit. Sporty Spice, if we get rid of some cover here, you may have a chance. I think the goal here is bring Lindsay Lowe up and just have her wreck some cover. So we bring Lindsay over here, have her start wrecking shop. We should like to not blow up supplies if we can avoid it. We're not overly concerned about the exploding of supplies, though. Like, if we can avoid it, do so. But if we can't avoid it, blow those fuckers right up sky high. Lohan's giving us the good stuff. We should have brought a frost bomb. Except that maybe we haven't completely finished researching the frost bomb now that I think about it. Well, you guys are done then. Because between Taylor Swift and Sporty Spice and our Elite Trooper over there, we gonna get you. Elite Priest, 100%, can't miss. This man is shot in the brain pan and should be killed. Sustained, without a doubt. Alright. Well, it's always a problem, but it's one of those problems that always seems to occur as well. Morgan Kratos Freeman, we're gonna bring you up here. You should be able to easily handle this guy. 86% for Freeman. Don't muck it. Hunter's Instincts, 15 damage. Good enough. What we really need then, we could implacable our way over here and stand next to the priest. You know what? Yeah.
No problem, boss.
Go ahead and stand up. No, I mean, seriously, go ahead. I don't see any particularly compelling reason to not have Taylor Swift come along as well. Elite Trooper, we're going to bring you up here and you're going to overwatch. Just in case that guy gets around our super abundance of, well, both overwatch and... That's a terrible spot, though, isn't it, Abraham Lincoln? Let's bring you up here. If he gets around our abundance of overwatch and Bladestorm, I don't expect that to happen, but you never know. Guy's immune to burning because he's stasis. He's gonna unstasis. He should try to run away, and these two should cut him in half. Stasis is ended. Get chopped in half, though. Here it comes. Getting bifurcated. Oh, alright. That's fine. We got more than enough shit to handle the Viper King. In fact, if we were smart, the Viper King would actually already be dead. These guys are gonna walk over here and stumble into us on our turn. Oh, that guy started walking up a cliff sideways. He's gone full Lionel Richie. He's dancing on the ceiling. Great shot, Elite Trooper. I mean, you could have walked literally anywhere else there. I'm going to assume that man wanted to die.
Did you see that?
Or he got so excited by seeing Morgan Freeman. He was like, Morgan Freeman! And then just ran straight over there. And he's like, oh, wait, Morgan Freeman kills now. Right, I forgot. So the Viper King is lit. What we should do then is just go and reap him. You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do.
I'm coming for you.
Morgan Freeman is coming for you. We may not kill him, but if he takes a reaction move and tries to do anything, Morgan Freeman should chop him into chunklets. Or Morgan Freeman could pull the unlikely crit and just straight up lambast him.
How about that? King is down.
That's pretty great. He's dead. How about that? Yeah, it felt real good. Short work of that, dude. And we're going to continue the reapening because at this point, why the hell not?
That was good.
Time for Morgan Freeman to go kill everybody. This, Pete, is why Morgan Freeman is a god of war. After 3 kills, Morgan Freeman still hitting for 10 damage. Who's left? Just this man. I mean, I feel sorry for you, sir. About to have a very unpleasant turn. 8 more damage from Morgan Freeman. So now the question is, who do we want to try and feed a kill to? There might still be more enemies on the map. Let's not take a chance with Ava Perón. Taylor Swift doesn't really need EXP. Elite Trooper can't get EXP. But you know who's back here and been doing quietly a serviceable job for the project? Honest Abe. He's not good enough to get himself a kill, but that's okay. We'd like to get Lindsay Lohan a kill too, if possible, but instead we're going to have Lindsay feed one to Honest Abe. You have the power, Abraham Lincoln? The power is yours. Pete, you make that joke. I just love Captain Planet. What can I say? It's absolutely not true. Captain Planet was shitty. I didn't love it at all.
The area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Well, that one was a kick in the dick for it. We got 1 wounded soldier, Ava Perón. We killed an alien king, so I suppose it's a win. That win. We do like the Viper suit that you get for killing the alien king. It's pretty good. We'll wear it. It looks ridiculous as shit. I mean, it sort of looks like Cobra Commander went on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Or possibly What Not to Wear. And they decided that Cobra Commander needed to be fabulous up a little bit. And that's what they came out with. They're like, here, we built you this new snake scoop, Cobra Commander. It's like, what? My hood wasn't good enough? So then they put him in the end.
I told the troops to expect the best, and that's what you've shown them, Commander.
Wow, I mean, gravely wounded for 11 days for Ava Perón. I wouldn't really call it the best, but no promotions either, which also sucks. We did pick up another advanced expanded magazine. We can make use of that. Viper King Corpse. Dr. Tigan is beside himself in a fury. He can't wait to furiously masturbate all over the corpse.
I will gain an even greater understanding of just how she managed to accomplish these rapid changes.
You'll also gain a greater understanding of what it feels like to be inside the Viper King's cloaca. Ava Perón has a fear of fire. She didn't get burned at all, though. Shouldn't she have a fear of bullets? That should be a thing. It should just be fear of bullets. You have a chance to panic when people shoot at you. What are you afraid of? You know, it turns out mostly I'm just afraid of bullets because a lot of people tend to get shot around us, and I don't like it. I'm afraid of bullets. We have a supply drop. What do we have? Intel? We only have 18 intel, so we actually could use that. Radio operator, convoy ambush to Africa. We could go make contact here. Not with 18 intel, we can't. You're right, we definitely can't. Were we building a radio beacon or just... No, that one's already built. No, it's not. We could install a radio beacon there. That's not a terrible idea. We make contact with Eastern Europe, then we get munitions experts, which at this point is effectively useless. We could increase our region income. I mean, we already have supplies we're kind of not using. We do need to upgrade to the Gremlin Mark III. Pretty sure that's a project we should... You know what? Let's go take a look at Lily real quick. We'll pick up these supplies and then take a look and see if there's anything we want to purchase. There we go. We're going to ignore this for now. How come we always got to go back to Reaper HQ, by the way? Why can't I go back to one of the other HQs? Maybe I'm a Templar at heart. How come I don't get to go to Templar HQ?
We can have him working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility. Hello, Commander.
Could we have him working on... You know, I'm thinking about building some mine shields. Gremlin Mark III, that's what we really want to build, though. We don't care about this. Norman Borlaug's never going on a mission. We don't need any armor. Battle scanner, anything here we want? We'll build another mimic beacon. Don't necessarily hate the idea of that. We run into some real shit scenarios lately, but I think probably we have enough mimic beacons. Sustaining sphere is just not good. I'd rather have a mine shield than a sustaining sphere. The idea of putting mine shields on some of our elite troopers, I kind of don't hate, but it always seems like there's something more useful than a mine shield. I guess the only thing we needed to build then was the level 3 gremlin.
Corridors. I'm not sure you even noticed me.
He was too busy. Well, he's definitely not going to notice you, Lily. He's going to be beside himself in a frenzy of, like, imminent alien humping. You know how it works. We brought him a new corpse. It's one he hasn't ever gotten his hands on before. What are you expecting, Lily? Of course he's beside himself. Of course he's distracted. All he can think about is the sweet, sweet love he's going to be making to that Viper King. Be like, oh, I'm going to ravage his cloaca, baby. It's going to be so good. Nothing better than a good cloacal ravaging. Wow, we got the other shittiest heavy experimental weapon. The flamethrower is bad. It's extraordinarily bad, especially since in the more recent versions of XCOM, it doesn't auto-panic enemies. It used to be if you were on fire, you just were immediately panicked, and that's not the case anymore, which makes those things way less good. We're doing the frost bomb, then an experimental powered weapon. Acceptable. Back to building the radio relay then.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
Nope. In fact, I'm not going to build either one of those things, Dr. Tygan, so it's pretty goddamn far from intriguing. Spare parts 2 immediately. What does spare parts 2 do? All proving ground projects by an additional 30%. But we're basically done with them. You know what? Here, Dr. Tygan, indulge your king.
It's been years since I conducted my last autopsy. I found the process returned to me quite naturally. This subject was perhaps...
I had been spending my time making alien snuff porn, but it turns out dissevering the corpses after I had finished torturing them to death for my own sexual gratification is like riding a bicycle. Once one does it, one very easily remembers how to do it again. Are we done yet? There we go. I like the fact that they were forced to put a breastplate on the Viper King to cover up the fact that that model has boobs.
A fanatical, if not wholly...
Be like, you know, what are we going to do about the boobs? Because we don't want to build a new alien model. They're like, give him, like, I don't know, give him a cuirass. That'll fix it. Yeah, but it was Justin Bieber, so it hardly matters. Power relay, okay. I mean, whatever. Cameron Wallace is just going to go sit around and be another body we have to find a bunk space for. Sylvester Stallone finally got his promotion. Let's assign a new covert action. We're going to have to hunt one of these. There is a promotion for a facility lead. I don't despise that. So it's either a Hunt the Chosen Hunter Part 2 or Part 3 of Hunt the Warlock and maybe take him down. Son of a bitch. I'm I'm gonna have to do something I very much don't want to do. We can negate the chance for an ambush, so we need a major plus. Who's our most expendable major? Jane, Sporty, Spice, Austin. Who wants 7 dodge? We don't really care. And Yuri Novak. Yeah, Pete, Yuri is going on the mission. And, okay, I mean, it's been a while, but Space Helmet, I'm sure, will keep me safe. And also, you know what will really keep me safe? Unused Norman Borlaug. Hey, Borlaug, how's it going down there, Mr. Captain Failure? Never been on a mission, been riding Pine the entire mission, and finally, when it comes to infiltrate Hellfire Brigade stronghold time, you send in the Borlaug, Pete? I feel dirty, actually. I feel dirty. Pete, why do you feel dirty? Because I said I would never do anything with Norman Borlaug, that he would ride the Pine the whole mission, and now I'm a liar. We did promote Sylvester Stallone, however, and he's going to pick up Salvo. How many ability points have you got? You have 3. Fantastic. Well, having you have Salvo does make you viable to take on missions again. Yeah, well, you know, it turns out that it didn't quite have as much human growth hormone coursing through my veins as I necessarily needed to keep my aging body propped up. It's, you know, it's a long road, Pete. Life is a long time. You get into your 7th decade. You start to feel it. You don't heal as fast as you used to. I mean, the prospect of hurling a frost bomb at the enemy just sort of loses some of its appeal. Food doesn't taste good anymore. Yeah, we really need to put a lockdown on El Huntador here. Fortunately, we're not doing that. We're, in fact, going for the Warlock. I think the Warlock was closer, but we got a problem here.
We should do what we can to take them down before they hit again.
Viper King autopsy is complete. Proving Ground project available, the Serpent suit, which we definitely want to build, and in the meantime, we're going to start the Spectre autopsy.
Simply as a Spectre. It has so far been difficult to ascertain by what means this being is able to shift forms from a solid to gaseous state at will.
Is that what they turn into? Gas?
A cloud of nanomachines, or perhaps even an insect swarm. However, those theories have proven false, while offering no new direction for my research.
Well, now I'm intrigued, Dr. Tigan. I tell you what, when you figure out what the hell that black cloud of shit it turns into is, let me know. I had just assumed it was some cloud of nanomachines like most everyone else, but apparently that's wrong, because Dr. Tigan explicitly says that it is. What is it then, Tigan? It's a cloud of gas? That doesn't look like gas to me. Unless Spectre, I suppose, has been having like a super abundance of like legumes. Maybe he's been eating a lot of beans lately. Maybe he picked up the black bean from Isaac. Possibly that could explain it. What do we want to do? Proving Ground project. I mean, I feel like we got to add the Serpent suit here in, but I don't want to cancel our experimental powered weapons, so let's just chuck it in the old hopper there.
I'll send word when the project is complete.
And when it's finished, it's finished. And in the meantime, back to building this baby.
Long live the resistance.
Yeah, viva la resistance. So, okay, we got 1 scanning site available. I guess we'll go pick up these supplies we don't need. And then maybe we go to Reaper headquarters and start scanning. You know what? We should just go scan for intel because we don't actually need these supplies. What are we gonna do with them? Doesn't do us any good. We're basically just killing. Okay, Doom counter's back on. Well, that's a delight. The Doom counter is back, which means we're gonna have to go hit a facility somewhere.
We want to set back the
Yep,
aliens' work
alien
on the
victory is
Amazon
imminent. We got
project.
14 days to decide where we want to focus our efforts. So that scanning is going to be done then. We've got a level 3 facility, a level 2 facility. We got a level 2 here in New Chile. Let's take a look at this, actually. An extremely powerful and dangerous alien is guarding this location because, of course, there is. Do we have any available facilities that don't have extremely powerful and dangerous aliens guarding them? This one. Operation Tombstar. We can get 3 pips of reduction. There are no extremely powerful or dangerous aliens guarding these locations. I don't hate that idea. What kind of team would we have? Let's just take a quick look at the roster. I'm sure we can probably cobble something together. Yeah, like everybody who isn't on a covert action is available, and of course Justin Babyface Bieber. Baby, my face. I got shot several times in it, and boy did that sting. So, yeah, that's the enemy. Our next mission, then we'll go rack something up. Shouldn't be too terrifyingly difficult. But that's it for this one. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to watch us take old baby down there and... oh, well, here. Gordon Campbell, why aren't you doing that? Probably because we have more contacts than we have intel to capitalize on. That's exactly what it is. Baby, why you gotta not be working, though? Gordon Campbell, at least try and look busy, okay? That's all I'm asking for you. I mean, I know I'm paying you a salary and you're not actually doing anything. You're just down there poking at buttons blindly. That man over there is playing Galaga, we all saw. But at least have the courtesy to play Galaga. Plus, who doesn't love Galaga? It's actually still one of my favorite all-time video games. Wrapping this up, though, if you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to watch Pete easily clear at least the first 35 boards on any Galaga machine anywhere in the world, you might consider subscribing as well, because I'm probably a little rusty. Haven't played Galaga in a while, but man, 35 boards, I could do that in my sleep. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.